So, what is Shavuot? What is the biblical Feast of Weeks or Pentecost? Well, we know the biblical calendar. Beginning in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, it lays out the various feast days. It starts with the Passover, and it tells us the Passover, this is the first of the feasts, the holy days, the celebrations. And you have Passover and unleavened bread. Then we read in Leviticus chapter 23, verses 15 and 16, it says, "You shall count 7 full weeks." Shavuot means weeks. "You shall count 7 full weeks from the day after the Sabbath. From the day that you brought the sheaf of the wave offering, you shall count 50 days to the day after the 7th Sabbath. Then you shall present a grain offering of new grain to the Lord." So Shavuot is another agricultural festival. It celebrates the beginning of the barley harvest, and the counting of the Omer is what this is called in traditional Judaism, this period of counting 49 days and then the 50th day for Shavuot. And Omer is a sheaf. But Jewish tradition claims that this is also when the Torah was given, the law was given on Mount Sinai. So in Jewish tradition, it was 7 weeks after coming out from Egypt, 7 weeks after the Passover, that the law was given on Mount Sinai. And we remember the mountain with thunder and smoke and fire. And Jewish tradition even says that the law was given, the 10 Commandments spoken in different languages so that everyone that came out of Egypt, because there was a mixed multitude with the Israelites as well, they could hear it as well. Well, that's Jewish tradition. What we do know is this, that the Spirit is sent on Shavuot, Pentecost. Jesus dies during the Passover season, rises at the first fruit celebration within Passover, and then sends the Spirit at Shavuot, Pentecost. And what do you have again? You have tongues of fire. And here's what's fascinating. You have multiple languages in which the message is now spoken to the Jewish people. Here, fascinating parallels with Jewish tradition, but it goes further. As a result of the law being given on Mount Sinai, because God's law is perfect and the people of Israel were not, about 3,000 Israelites died. Read it in Exodus 32 and 33. Well, what happened in Acts, the 2nd chapter, when Peter preached, when the Spirit was given, when the Ruach came at Shavuot, Pentecost? About 3,000 Jewish men were saved. Why? Because now the Spirit came to give life in the midst of our imperfection and sin, to bring life and mercy and salvation. So Shavuot, an agricultural festival, it follows after Passover, 49 days counted, and then the 50th day after that second day in Passover. Ultimately, though, the Spirit came at that time.